Now play action with Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Third down.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Jackson now down around his goal line. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a little Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Rip right.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go. You tighten up. 52's the mic, boy. 52. Hey, alert. Back.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go. Mike 52. I got you, boy.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's just got to be thinking. I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
12 yards there and a first down.
Baltimore.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Radley. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Radley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
58.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Friedman. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. 7 yards on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
39-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to Chubb, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Switch. At 58 is
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
58
On second down, Mayfield again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Right here, right here. Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Ed. Hey, alert 33.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Auden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. To throw again, Friedman. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Friedman. And he finds the tight end, Reed. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And 12 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Friedman. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
For A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Friedman. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for A.J. Brown.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Dobbins, the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Off-play action. Friedman. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what...
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Chubb, incomplete.
A 3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Dashing through the snow. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5.
Patriots 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Isaiah McKenzie, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
19, Ravens 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Able to find Deion Kane complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll try to run with Dobbins. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Nothing easy about that one, and these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have 0 issues whatsoever.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch. And I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this. And let's face it, when you